Guys, Dilly Laguna, not to go over this Alexis Willie won't he crap again. I know every week he's joining the PSGs, he's joining Munich's, he's joining cities. If you want to leave, just leave. If you want to stay, just stay. Wenger's come out and said the PSG thing is just nonsense. We've seen all links between 35 to 70 million. I've told you guys my personal opinion. I think the guy's gone, but I really have no time for it now. But yeah, guys, let's humour ourselves and look at his destinations again. Now, I was talking with a friend and it got me interested. I mean, if this, I know we've seen that PSG want Neymar and Alexis, and if that's true, great, that's great. Happy days for their fans, they can do a madness. But if it's not, yeah, and Alexis still wants to leave, I know this is going to sound crazy, but should he consider going back to Barcelona? Now, we know how it was at Barcelona. You were marginalised. You wasn't really the main sort of player. You were wanting to be somewhat Messi's sidekick and things of that nature. But at the same time, you won everything. You were a player that was relied upon, scored a lot of goals, scored a lovely chip against Real Madrid, done them sort of things. If Neymar leaves, well, in fact, if I remember rightly, you very much were sold to fund Suarez and things like that. So yeah, that you might be sour about that or whatever, if I can remember correctly. But on the basis that it's Barcelona, with Neymar, if Neymar does go, Neymar's spot will be free. They're trying to get back to how previous ways, and yeah, they're in the Champions League. It's Barcelona. It's still Barcelona. I know they're falling off, but it's still Barcelona, right? Should Alexis Sanchez consider going back to Barcelona? Now he could go there with a point to prove again. He is somewhat kind of old. I don't want to say, well, he isn't old, but yeah, in regards to what they need to be looking for when you consider Messi's age, Suarez's age, all of this sort of Iniesta's age, it would just Alexis would just be adding to it. I know he's 28 going 29, and when you look at Ribery and Robin, you can play for a while, but you catch my drift, guys. He could go there with a point to prove. He wants to win Champions League. They're in Champions League. Point to prove in the sense that yeah, he was a good player, and I'm sure they have fond memories of him. But he can go there. There's no doubt about it, he has improved since he's come to Arsenal, being the main player, being someone that needs to do something. His productivity has definitely improved. When did he get them stats anywhere else in terms of assists? He'll go back a much complete player, someone that can, in the same way Suarez changed his game. Well, I don't want to say changed his game. He played on the flanks before at some point, but somewhat he wasn't the main man, the guy that was scoring the goals, the someone that was all the glory. It was a main sort of Messi helper thing. Alexis should do that, could do that. And go back, play with a point to prove. You've shown you can provide an assist. You've shown you can score goals. Ultimately, you are Alexis Sanchez. You've shown you can chip in with goals. Like I said, the next move is significant in his career in the sense that he's 28, he's 29. He's not the 23s and up to 26s where you can just get up and leave. He doesn't have as far as I know, he doesn't have kids and stuff, but he does have a family, so he can afford to go back to Barcelona, a beautiful country, speak the language, probably more familiar food to him. He'll be surrounded by South Americans and things of that nature, playing for one of the best sides, competitive sides in the league and in Europe, challenging for trophies, trying to get back to how they were. Yeah, he could get a nice little contract to tie him through until his peak career is over, and then be forced out. Of course, he might not learn his lesson in the sense that he could get forced out if they want to sign certain other players. You look at Osman Dembele, he's going to be on their radar in a couple of years, if not already. Kylian Mbappe, all of these sort of Dybala, all of these sort of players. So yeah, he could very much be forced out again. Now, if we talk about the PSG thing, we're seeing 35 to 40 million. Like I've said, Wenger's already crushed these rumours and said it's just media speculation and things of that nature, and it's just nonsense. But we're seeing 35 to 40 million, anything but, right? Let's just say they gave us 50 million and they gave us a player of our choice. If they gave us 50 million and a player of our choice, of course it will hurt. It was underwhelming because it's Alexis Sanchez. But on the basis that we could lose the man for free in January and he can become disillusioned, you'd have to somewhat take it, and it is a blessing in disguise. I mean, 50 to 60 million. I know I'm dreaming with the 60 stuff because if I was these other clubs, but no matter how good Alexis actually is as a footballer from a business point of view, when you can start talking to him for free in January, it wouldn't make sense to pay over the odds to Arsenal, especially when he's somewhat kind of made it clear that he kind of wants to leave, and in my opinion, I think he's going to be gone. If I'm Arsenal, I'd push for Draxler / and Rabiot, or Rabiot plus the money for Alexis, because on the basis that we need Rabiot, man. Rabiot, you can build, you can tackle. We need a centre mid like that. Draxler is Draxler. I don't need to explain to you guys how good Draxler is. I mean, he done his thing at Schalke, he's doing his thing at PSG. A little bit of hot and cold at Wolfsburg, but he's back to business. You saw at the Confeds, we were linked with him forever. I mean, yeah, I don't need to go into specifics, guys, but yeah, I mean, if he did go to PSG, if PSG was serious about it, Would you guys take? Would you guys take money in a swap? Money in a swap for him, or yeah, do you think he should consider going back to Barcelona if it did occur? The Barcelona one's just a figment of my imagination. I mean, I made a lot of videos. I've probably linked this guy with all sorts of clubs, even Real Madrid. But yeah, guys, Deluded Goon, I'm signing out. Get in the comments. I hope I've given a thought-provoking thing here. Sorry about that. Don't really know the purpose of this video, like I said, guys. But yeah, I'm signing out. Thank you for watching.